Is that gonna do it? Is that is that it? Is that how this works? Oh my goodness. Let's go to default scene. Hi. Hello there. Oh, that's cool. It's allowed. That is not what I wanted to do. Cancel. Cancel. This. Let's go to other. There we go. Hi. Okay, I'm seeing people now. Hi. Why does it say episode 9 spoiler review? Oh my goodness. What's going on, everybody? So, get this. I'm using new stream software. I'm not using OBS anymore. I've upgraded to Ecamm Live. But I literally just did that 2 minutes ago. Like, I literally just paid for a year's worth of it, and I don't know how to use it. So, bear with me during this, because I was actually live on an old channel called The Daily Dose that I used to do daily vlogs on for a little while. I was live on there for a minute, and and I didn't realize. I was like, wait, why is nobody here? Because nobody watches that channel. So it's kind of funny. But wow, cool. Hi, I see you're here. Can you hear me okay? Let me know in the chat if you can hear me okay. Oh, I love it. Skylar, ask for a shout out, get a boot. Darn right. I'm not about the shout outs on this biz whiz. Unless you do something cool. That's like the thing. If you do something cool and you're like, tweet at me and it's like, oh, check this cool thing I did that's really cool, and you've done something that's shout out worthy, I'll shout you out all day. But if you're just like, say my name, doesn't fly with me. It's like, I demand better, because you're better than that. I know you are. I know you are. So yeah, you guys can hear me? Cool. That's awesome. Why did you sell your legacy saber? Because I don't like replica sabers. It's a good question. That's actually a really good question. I like that a lot. Gavin says, why did you sell your legacy saber? Yeah, I got rid of my Ahsoka. What did I have? Ahsoka, and I had the Temple Guard. I got rid of them just because I don't have room in this room. So I have to, like, every once in a while clear stuff out. But B, I don't do anything with them. The reason I even have the Savi's ones, there's like one off to the side here. The reason I have the Savi's ones is because you can mix and match. You can do something with those. I'm a 36-year-old man who doesn't physically interact with his actual friends very often. We just did a virtual hangout a little while ago. But I don't hang out with friends and lightsaber fight. They're literally display pieces. And so the Ahsoka ones were going to do nothing for me. The Jedi Temple Guard was going to do nothing for me. At least the Savi's ones I can like play with every once in a while and mix and match and do new videos. The other ones they did nothing for me. Literally nothing. So that's why I got rid of those. What is this here? What do you think about Dungeons and Dragons? You're trying to get into it. Honestly, I don't know much about it. I've never really played. I mean, I know about it. Don't want to lie. I know about it, but I've never actually played it. So, I feel like I don't know much is probably the right way to say that. Camera effects. I'm gonna play with some of this stuff here. Whoa! I can zoom. I can. Sorry, I'm having fun. Okay. Now it looks like this thing is looking. Sorry for messing with the thing. Oh my god! Here are the favorite question. Ben Minka says, "I played Animal Crossing with me." Oh, is that you, Ben? That sounds very familiar. I know there's a Ben on there that. Oh, why are you like this? Yeah, so I have another camera that should be like my good camera is off to the side. I'm using my like webcam from my iMac, and it's what? Oh my goodness, what is that? Claudia Gonzalez. I'm gonna okay that, Claudia, because it's very nice of you. But just to, oh, thanks. Oh, it was hidden. I'm gonna view the deleted one. I'm gonna let. Can I let it spam? Oh, I was gonna let it go, Skylar, just because it was polite. It was spammy, but it was polite. Sir James, what's up, man? How's it going, dude? Booper duper. That's what I call my dog, Booper duper. Family's good. I'm home from work. Did a little hangout a little while ago. You love my videos. Cool, thank you. I wish I could do more of them. I should do more of them. Why is everyone playing Animal Crossing? Because it's great. Because Animal Crossing is wonderful. It's a very good, fun, nice game. Okay, I am going to play with some of this stuff. Let me know if you hear this. That's cool. I'm going to play with another one. Again, I am What is this? Going good. Enjoying your new backdrop color. Oh, you have a new back. Oh, that's right. You redid your backdrop. You got rid of the green screen and you went just like, I think, au natural, right? Oh, someone asked, how's my dog doing? Keats is doing good. Old boy Keats, he's got cancer. He's got now liver cancer. First it was spleen or blood cancer. They removed his spleen last week or week and a half ago. He's due to get his stitches out soon. But they removed his spleen. I'm not wearing a hat. Weird. But he physically is doing fine now. The reason I even noticed it was the last week of March or so. I was petting his belly and I was like, why is it swollen? How come he's fat all of a sudden? He's a pretty lean dog. Why is he fat? Oh, he's got a belly like I do. What's up? It's a very tight, big belly, and he normally doesn't have one. So I was like, this is not right. So we took him to the vet. They were like, yeah, I think it's internal bleeding. So they did a little scan, try to figure out why. They did an ultrasound a couple weeks ago, and they're like, well, that was internal bleeding. We show that he's got cancer on his spleen. There's a mass on his spleen, and we have to remove the spleen. Worst case, this cancer spread to his liver, and we got to put him down. Well, the cancer did spread to his liver, but they did not put him down. The foundation that we foster him for, because he's not technically my dog. He lives with us, and we take care of him, but he belongs to the Samadhi Legacy Foundation. So if you ever see me asking for donations for them, that's who it's for. They're a pit bull rescue that I really, really like. No, we were going to adopt him, but he's kind of a misbehavior. Honestly, he is. He's a biter. Sweetest boy to me, but he gets into trouble sometimes. So we never adopted him because he's a little bit of a liability. But we love him all the same. And he lives with us, and we take care of him, we feed him, and all that good stuff. But he technically belongs to them. So they paid for the surgery. They're paying for all the medical bills and all the stuff like that. And we are just here to love him and take care of him until his last days, because he does have liver cancer. But that could mean that he's fine for years. He could actually be okay for a long time, or he could go in a couple days. We really don't even know, but we do know that he does get cancer. It is on his liver. They removed the spleen with the cancer on it, so that's gone. He still has a big old cone on his head. He's recovering. But if he didn't have the cone on his head and a big scar down his stomach, you would never know that this guy just got cut open and had his spleen removed. He's acting totally normal. He seems energetic as ever. His belly swelling has gone down, so he's not bleeding anymore. But if that happens, that might be the end of him. So it's one of those things. It's hard. I've already got my tears out. Like literally, when it all first happened, we were told it was cancer. I was like, oh my God, cried for a billion days. At this point, I'm like, I'm ready. I'm ready for it. I love the old boy. He's had a good life. There's a reason he was never adopted before. He was with the Legacy, the Samadhi Legacy Foundation for 5 years before we brought him in. He was with them for 5 years at their rescue, and nobody wanted to adopt him. We found out why, because he's a little bit of a troublemaker. But we still were like, you know what? We're not going to adopt you because you're a liability, but we're going to love you, and we don't want you to go back to a rescue where you have to like hang out basically in a pound, a no-kill pound. Because that's their thing, is they're a no-kill animal rescue. They'll adopt a dog that's going to be killed, and they'll like save him and pay for him and just put him up until he dies or until he gets adopted. And so we saw Keats and loved Keats, and we're just like, we can't adopt you because you're legally a liability, but we will love you, and you can stay here with us. So again, I've gotten my tears out at this point. So if I seem like very just glib or straightforward about it, that's why. Because I've already cried about it a bunch. Like, honestly, I was like, ugh. But I'm at the point where I'm like, you know what? I'm ready. I'm ready for whatever Keats throws at us, because he's kind of a pain in the butt, but we love him anyways. Let me scroll back through the chat here. What do we got? Now, so there should be a thing here. Is there a way? Oh, okay. I'm going to see if I can pop the chat. Pop out the chat. Let's get a little... I'm playing with brand new software I've never used before in my entire life. Go away. Okay, there we go. Let's see if I can add the chat to the screen. Chat, add widget overlay. Oh no, looks like you're using an older version of the browser. Please update it to use live chat. Oh no. Well, then I guess that widget needs to go away. Go away, widget. I guess I can't use that. I gotta update my browser. So there's a lot. Again, this is brand new. I'm still messing with all of this. I didn't even get literally didn't even get a chance to like try this stuff out and mess with it at all. I just dove right in. I was like, nope, download it and start right now. So you guys are getting a pretty raw, crazy version. Let's see here. So James says, I know the feelings about animals. Oh, your puppy's a little troublemaker too. And if I remember correctly, you lost a little one recently, right? I remember you found or adopted some pups, and one of them didn't make it or something like that. I remember seeing something like that. I was like, oh, that's rough. That's rough. That's rough. Steve Prizrak says, I'm self-quarantining alone, so it's nice to hang. Oh, well, it's nice to hang with you, man. Oh, thanks for the condolences about the dog. Yeah. How am I affected by quarantine? I'm not. Like, honestly, I go to work still. I work in the medical field. I make medicine. So I'm not really affected. I still have to go to work. I go to, like, luckily I don't work with the public. So the only, like, time I come into contact with the public is we use the same door to go in, but then I go into a room where I gown up, put booties on and a big plastic garb thing and a mask and a bouffant cap and gloves, and I go into another room, and then I go into another room where I do my work. So I'm like far removed from the public, but I'm still working every day. The way I'm affected is that when I get home, since my kids and wife are home all day, I've kind of been hanging out with them a little bit more and not hanging out in my office making videos. So I think that's the way I'm affected, really. Shout out to the essential hero, here, quote unquote heroes. Yeah, I go to work and I'm making medication for people who need it, but I don't know that I'm doing anything like super noble. Like, honestly, it's like a very low risk position. I don't want any, like, but it is what it is. You're working too, would like to have that's that. So I feel two ways about it. Like, there's one part of me that's like, I wish I could work from home. I'm jealous. But at the same time, I'm glad I get to go outside every day. I'm glad I get to drive to work. I'm glad I get to do all those things. Like, I'm very lucky that I still have my job that pays, like, I'm not a religious person, but I'm like thankful that, like, wow, yeah, I'm glad I'm not affected by that, because I know a lot of people, I'm sure even some of you viewers, like, there's people who are losing their jobs, there's people who are being very affected by this, and I'm really, really fortunate that I'm not. And my wife started a new job in the middle of all this, which is crazy, and, like, fortunately, my family is not really going to be affected by this, other than conveniences with shopping. But, it's kind of a pain in the butt for everybody to shop right now. So let me see. Nabbit World says, I love your channel. Have you been? Also, Stormtrooper Steve says, hi. Well, hi, Stormtrooper Steve. I don't know who you are, but hi. S4D's doing good. S4D's right here off to the side. I would show you, but, like, I got to move the whole Mac, and I'm going to knock stuff over-ish. You can see Rongo. There's Rongo. How about Rongo? I'm going to turn that back because it feels weird. Oh, comments and reactions are not available when using a stream key. Ugh. I messed up. I played myself, kid. So, Skylar, you say you clean Jeff Bezos' toilets. That's the second time I've seen you mention. I saw you mention that on Facebook. What does that mean? Do you work for? Are you, like, literally cleaning Amazon toilets? Because I never knew that about you. I'm assuming that's a newer thing. But that is interesting. I don't know. So it says, Dan, where did you get the Stormtrooper helmet? I don't have a... Wait, do I? Oh, I do have a Stormtrooper helmet. That is a bank. That is actually a piggy bank from Disneyland. So there you go. SBS Rivera with the sticky, with the point sticky. Thank you for that super chat sticker. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate any of your super chats. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. Philosopher's Vault says, my dad works for a restoration company, so you're thankful he's working. Yes, that is the right position to be. Like, be thankful if you're working still. Again, I never want to be complaining that I have to go to work, because I'm very fortunate that I get to keep my job. Like, my job's something that's essential. My family's not going to be affected by this. Well, millions of families out there, literally millions, are affected. And that's hard to hear, that some of these families are having to go through a rough time right now. You're a janitor at Amazon. Okay. Wow. Cool. I didn't know. I'm guessing that's new. Like I said, I didn't know that about you. Do I like the new Clone Wars eps? No. Like, honest answer, no. I like them, but not enough to keep watching. I'm like 3 behind. So, SBS Rivera says, thank you. Oh, you're awesome. You are awesome. Thank you for the shout out again. I appreciate that so much. Rose says, hey, Dano, my condolences for the dog. Pets dying always sucks. It does suck. You're right. You know the feeling your cat Taco you had to put down a month and a half ago. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Rose. And we're really sad about it. So yeah, no, dealing with pets and stuff like that's never fun. We love the animals, right? Like, we love our pets. They're not just like some animal. They're our family members. So it is always hard to when we have to lose them. Cosmos Town says, hey, Dano, nice to see you. Please do a video review of your new custom droid. Rongo? I actually filmed me painting Rongo, and I just never went back and looked at the edit and tried to edit it. I might, but again, I haven't wanted to edit in a long time, so I've been doing these live streams. because they're more fun. I can be more personal with you guys. I think now in a weird time like this, it's better to have these moments and be personal with you for an hour or two once a week than to do like, hey, everybody watch the videos. You know, like I'd rather just kind of bring it down a notch and keep it real with you guys for a little bit. Like, not that I don't when I'm doing toy reviews, but it's just more personal to do live streams like this where I can read your comments, get live feedback, see how you're doing in the moment. I'd rather do that right now than do like a bunch of editing and videos. I think it's more interesting and fun for me. And I think it's more personal for you guys, and I just would rather do that. Someone says editing is time consuming and you lose the drive. Yes, exactly. I don't want to be in this office right now. I want to be out there playing Animal Crossing. If we're just being honest. Here's this question I get all the time. The Solo channel asks, Dano, do you have any interest in Lego Star Wars? I do. On the surface, I like Legos, right? I like Lego. The Lego toys are cool looking, but I hate that they're so overpriced. And I don't like making videos on them because I don't get the price of the toy won't be made up. Well, it might now that I have more of a viewership, but it won't be made up by the video that I make, and the effort and time it takes to record a Lego video is so much longer than anything else that I will not ever do videos in Lego Star Wars. So if that's what you're asking, will you do videos in Lego Star Wars? No. Do I like them? Sure. I just don't personally collect them because they're overpriced and it's just a bit much. Paige says, you love the live streams. Good. I'm glad you like the live streams. I'm glad I can do this for you. Like I can give up a couple hours and just like hang with you. What editing software do I use? Final Cut Pro for Mac. That is my preferred editing software. It's the only one I know, really. I used to work for Apple. So again, personal note, I used to work for Apple, retail. Nothing fancy other than me hanging out. After my main job at the pharmacy, going over to Apple after work and working close, and on the weekends at Apple, just slinging computers and activating phones and that kind of thing. And occasionally I would do the presentation. You can like on apple.com, you can go and do the workshops. I used to give the workshops. I used to be like, oh, here, let me teach a bunch of like, generally it was older folks who like didn't know how to use their phone or didn't know how to use their new Mac. And they'd hang out with me for an hour and I would teach them about all the little secrets and the keys and like, this is how you use your Mac and this is what you're going to do. And if you want to access this, just like teach people basics. I love doing that. See you later, Skylar. Hope to see you soon if you come back. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, Sky. Let's see here. You just started on Star Wars last year, Nathan McCaskill says. Well, wow, you've got a whole world just welcome to you now. It's like, that's cool. It's really cool. I wonder what it's like to like jump into Star Wars now. I got in like 95, 96-ish. So yeah, no, that's really cool if you're getting into it now because you have like a whole plethora of stuff to watch. You love the monkey. Oh yeah, Sebasco Bid. He's right here. I don't know if you can hear him, but he's back there. Do I watch Star Wars stop motions? I don't. I really don't. Noah Holbrook asked a question. Would you recommend a pit bull for a first-time dog owner? Moving into a large apartment, is wondering if one would do well in an apartment. Honestly, pitties, I love pitties. They're the most loving animal you will ever meet. Not even kidding. The most loving species or breed of dog I've ever met. But they're strong. They're strong, big dogs. I wouldn't put a pitty in an apartment, personally. I wouldn't. If I had an apartment, even if it's a large apartment, I wouldn't bring a pitty. Unless you're someone who works from home and can spend a lot of time with them and love them and take them out on long walks a lot and get all their energy out. And like take them out and get like literally get their energy out. I wouldn't put a pitty in an apartment. They need a house. They need space. They need to be able to lounge. They love to lounge on couches and big beds, but they also are high energy sometimes, and they need to be able to like get the zoomies out and run. Like so, What does it say? Can a person join Musos if the only droid they own is a $60 Dio? Time Kaiser. Oh, Mubos. So Mubos is a group about Star Wars Galaxy's Edge droids. It's not a group for like all droids. It is literally a group specifically. It's Mubos because Mubo is who owns the Droid Depot. You can join the Facebook group, sure, yeah, like absolutely, and people are customizing their other droids. But the point of the group is about customizing droids from the Droid Depot. It's not about customizing tiny droid. You know, like people throw in all that extra minutia stuff here and there on posts, and I let it slide a little bit. But for the most part, the focus of the group, the reason for that group, is to talk about customizing Droid Depot droids, because it's Mubo's Droid Depot, which is Galaxy. It's all about the Galaxy's Edge stuff. Reactive. Oh, dude, Ryan, what's going on, man? Nice to see you here, dude. Speaking of Mubo's, by the way. He's one of like our like top talent, I guess. You know, one of the people who is always in the parks when the parks are open, spreading the word about Mubo. So, you know, Ryan's awesome. Reactive, shouts to you, brother. You are amazing. Let's see here. Alan Crow 15 says, "Hey Dan, I haven't been in one of your live streams in a long time." Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad you're here now. Let's see. Any new Star Wars figures you'd like to get? Yes, I want the vintage collection Mandalorian. I have all this whole stack back here. That's a palette for paint. But all the other stuff, my IRS stuff. I just did my taxes. But these are all vintage collection figures I need to open. But I want the vintage collection Mandalorian. It's what I really, really want. So, yeah. I missed out. I didn't get it in the store. I got vintage collection Cara Dune and the Stormtrooper, the Remnant Stormtrooper, but I did not get Jin Djarin or whatever. I forget his name. What game do you like better, Star Wars Battlefront 2 or Fallen Order? Oh, that's a good question, Aiden Martinez. I love Battlefront 2. Battlefront 2, the current version of it, the newest iteration, not when it first came out, but the newest iteration, I think I like a little bit more. I don't know, though. Fallen Order is really good. That's a tough question. I'm going to stick with Battlefront. Nabbit World says, "I'm going to head out. Keep up the great work. Love the channel." Thank you. And say hi to Stormtrooper Steve. Can't get a droid from the Droid Depot yet. Never seem to have a cash for trip. That's fair. And again, Time Kaiser, you're more than welcome to hang out in the group and come learn tips on how to customize your Dio. But when we do like the meetups in park and stuff, the focus is always going to be Galaxy's Edge droids. That's the point of the group. But you're definitely welcome to join and follow along and all that good stuff. Someone says, "You love the Savi's workshop videos." Cool. I love them too. Logan Bennett, "You don't need to say my name 20 times in a row. I'm glad you're so enthusiastic about writing Dano, but I'm going to put you in timeout for just a second because you need to chill." I don't do favorite questions. Whoever, all these people asking favorite. The reason I don't do favorite questions is because I change my mind all the time. And if I were to tell you a favorite now, it's not going to matter because I am going to change my mind in 2 seconds and be like, no, that's my favorite. No, so it's like, why even answer? It's just like lying. I don't want to lie. I want to be honest and genuine with you guys, and I don't do favorites very well. So, all right, here we go. You're losing it, waiting to be able to get back to your Star Wars toy hunt. I know, right? The hunting is rough. Oh, it's so rough. And right, Galaxy's Edge is the best. Sad that I was going to Disneyland to do Savi Saber, but now it's closed. It is, yeah, that is sad. That is very sad. So I'm seeing stuff calls for. I'm like scrolling through the chat. I see the word shout out. I don't do shout outs unless you've done something cool and you like something shareable that I'm like, oh, that's cool. Let me tell everybody about this. That's the only time I do shout outs. I feel like people can be amazing and amazingness deserves shout outs. You know, do something really cool and amazing that's like share worthy. That's a shout out worthy thing. Me just saying a name, it does nothing for either of us. It doesn't help you. It doesn't help me. It does nothing. It's just like a very surface level. It's the same thing with a favorites thing. It's like I don't want to be disingenuous. So like just saying someone's name is like, you know, do something cool. I will shout you out all day. How am I doing in quarantine? Again, I answered that. It's not really affected me too much. Getting back in this SWTOR. I don't know how you say it. Star Wars, the Old Republic. I keep thinking KOTOR. I never played the Old Republic. I'm a Mac guy, and they never released it for Mac, nor did I want to do the... I could put Windows on my computer, but I hate Windows so much. You're excited to get out of your house instead of food? Excited to get out of my house instead of food. I don't know if the instead is the right word there. But I get what you're saying. I hope you're, excited to get out of the house for food. For sure. I believe it. Do I like Ahsoka's story arc? I haven't paid attention to the last few episodes of Clone Wars, so I don't know what the latest is. But I like that she left the Order after the whole Barriss Offee thing. I really did like that. I thought that was a really cool, different angle for Ahsoka, and so I do like Ahsoka. But I only watched the last, I think, the first 2 episodes of the Ahsoka arc in the newest Clone Wars. I'm like 3 episodes behind right now, you know? Haven't been able to get Galaxy's Edge, so you've been trying to build a lightsaber from eBay. Oh, Paige, I'm sure that is expensive. Yeah. The only thing I would tell you right now is patience, Padawan. Patience. It'll be worth it once things open back up. Or Paige, here's a tip. Instead of through eBay, go onto Facebook or the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge Discord. Just Google them. I don't have links or anything in descriptions, but Google Star Wars Galaxy's Edge Discord or look in Facebook groups for trading groups for Galaxy's Edge. You might be able to get better deals on pieces from there instead of eBay. So it's just a tip for you in case you're really trying to build a lightsaber piece by piece. You might have better luck in one of those groups. When a friend and you were buying lightsabers at Doc Ondar's, there was a man in front of us who took a look at every single one. And after that, he asked for every single one with the blade. Oh my goodness, Gavin. That would have driven me nuts. That would have tested my own patience. Honestly, I would be like, oh my God, guy. You need to move. You need to move. You plan to go to Galaxy. Jake Carrot says, I plan to go to Galaxy's Edge on March for the first time with the wife and kids, but all this. I know. I feel for you. I do. I'm fortunate in that I was able to go multiple times, even though I live in a different state. I don't live in California. I don't live in Florida. But I'm fortunate that because of this channel, I'm able to travel more often than most people are. So like, I'm grateful for that in this channel because of that. But man, I feel for you guys when I see that when your trips got canceled due to all this. That's so, because I know it's hard and it's expensive. It is very expensive. If I didn't have this channel doing this, I would not go nearly as often. Believe me, that's the reason I started this channel and started diving into Star Wars, so I could pay for my Disney addiction and my Star Wars stuff through the channel, and not because if I didn't have this, I wouldn't be able to afford it. Honestly, this all the money I get from the channel gets poured back into the channel, and when I go on trips, it's like, well, I'm at work. Like when I go to Galaxy's Edge, I'm like, well, this is a work trip. I need to make sure I get like footage for this, or I'm buying this for this reason. So, you know, it's very much like a trade-off. What is it? I see someone mention Korean barbecue. Shatter Edit says, I want to get Korean barbecue soon. Oh my God, as soon as social distancing is over. Oh, I feel you on the KBBQs. I love Korean barbecue. You know what? That might be one of the first things I decide to hit up too. I did get sushi. Actually, me and the family got sushi not too long ago. A local place, because we're every weekend or so we try to like. It's an unspoken thing between me and my wife, but we've been trying to order from our local spots, our like restaurants we go to regularly, but we know are locally owned, and like try to put our money back into the economy to help them. And a lot of them are doing takeout stuff. So we've been doing like on weekends, Fridays and Saturdays, or even Sundays. We'll order like sushi, order a bunch for the whole family, and we'll just mow down on takeout from local spots. So, but yeah, I haven't seen any Korean barbecue stuff, but it's also hard because my wife's a vegetarian. So it'd be just for me and my kids to do the Korean barbecue. Be like, here, you can have a salad, wife. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Who is this? Skyra. All caps, you're out of here. Just because I don't have time for anger right now. So Star Wars sucks. I'm a huge fan and cosplayer. Okay, your all caps is unnecessary. I'm sorry. How many stars does your Animal Crossing island? This is the questions I'm talking about, Ben Minkus. Right now it's a 3-star. It's not a 4. It's a 3. Isabel said I needed to add more flowers, and I didn't check afterwards. But it is currently a 3-star. Now would be a good time to finish the Micro Machines review. If I had extra time, like most people do, I would. But unfortunately, I still work, and I'm not stuck at home. The quarantine isn't affecting me like it's affecting most people because I work in the medical field. I make medicine for people, like custom medicine for people, not just like regular pharmacy stuff, but I actually make capsules and stuff like that. So, I wish I could finish the Micro Machine reviews, but I don't have the extra time, which is why if you notice on my channel, there's been less videos lately than anything. I haven't actually put up a real video in quite a while. Just the thought of sitting down and editing in this warm, hot room right now just sounds terrible. So live stream it is. Birthday trip was ruined. Oh no, I don't like hearing that. So what's your favorite food? Again, I don't like the favorite questions because I can never answer them truthfully, but I don't know. I honestly, that's why I don't answer these. I don't like favorite questions because I can't pick a favorite. Food? Have you seen me? I love food. Hamburgers? I used to say hamburgers, but I don't think that's true. Sick drumsticks. Do you 3D print? You must be new. You must be brand new. I'm guessing you're new because the answer is yes. Yeah. If you follow me on anything social media, you'll know that answer is definitely yes. If you've watched my Batu Bounty Hunt video, you know that answer is yes. Brother got Animal Crossing a few days ago. He's been playing it for 3 days straight. Yep, that's what happens with Animal Crossing. Jizzy Man One says, how did you get into blade builders? Well, they started making them. I saw them at the store and just started buying them and making videos on them. I wish I had a better answer for you other than in 2015, they decided to introduce builders. And I was like, cool. Let me make videos on those. I'm sure people will want to be interested. But blade builders are gone. Just so it's so weird how many people bring up blade builders, even though they've been gone for like 2 years now. They're like no longer a thing. Blade builders are no mas. Do you prefer legacy or workshop? Workshop. I don't have any legacy. You should go to sleep because it's 4:44 a.m. Oh my goodness, Ian Schildermans, where are you located? SNAS